Alright, tutorial to hook up FL Studio and the keyboard to play at the same time. It's gonna be a short version because I'm leaving in the next few minutes. Make sure you got an interface. Make sure it's MIDI. Make sure your keyboard is MIDI. Run the MIDI out from the keyboard to the MIDI in on the interface. USB, mine's a USB interface. It's powered by USB, so that's why it's there. You don't really need it unless it's powered by USB. Run a headphone, depending on what size it is. If it's 1/4 inch or it's regular headphone cord, run that from the back of the keyboard to the speakers or to whatever you hooking up your keyboard to. At church, mine's an amp, so I got a bigger one. Do the same thing for the laptop. Run one cord from the headphone jack to the speakers. Mine has a pod, so like it runs here, and then like another cord runs to the speakers. Alright, so after you do that, you go to the settings on FL Studio. You go to the MIDI and you click rescan MIDI devices. Make sure your device pops up and test it out. So pretty much hit a key on the keyboard or your MIDI keyboard. Make sure the orange light come on, and it does. So mine's straight. Now, the reason you have to hook both of them up to the speakers is because depending on what you're doing, you might not only need but so many sounds. So for what I'm doing at church, I use like electric pianos like this, but that keyboard, certain sounds only have one sound, and like on this one, this only plays one sound, and that's electric piano. So what I wanted to do was accent that with strings or something like that. So FL Studio came into play. Got my MIDI thing working, and you heard the keyboard. If I turn the keyboard down, then I just turned the sounds on FL Studio back on. So now when I hit the keys on the keyboard again, the FL Studio sounds will play. And I have to say they sound good. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can. But yeah, I have layered brass strings, well, I don't know how to say it, Tybotron bells, and a guitar from Nexus called Rainy Mornings. It got like its own sound effects. It jumps in the background when you hold the note down. But together, both of these playing together, sound good, you know, just it sound real good. Just that one note sound great already. And for example, I know I'm talking about church and all, but for an example, I will play something right quick. And I'm pretty sure most of you will know it. Oh yeah, you got to make sure your volume level is set too. Make sure everything, because if you don't, then everything can kind of overcrowd each other. But see what I mean? And then like with this, I can add the brass in when I want to and just go like this. See? Turn it off. And then that's pretty much it. But yeah, you get the picture. This is no keyboard sound. This is with keyboard sound. And this is without FL Studio sound. You see how it just got dead quiet in here. EP piano notes don't hold that long, so that's what the strings are for, to fill in the empty space. But that's pretty much it. Have fun trying to hook yours up, cause mine already set up.